In this video, we are learning how to add mixed numbers. As a reminder, a mixed number is when you have a whole number with a fraction. 2 and 2/3 is a mixed number. 1 and 5/6 is a mixed number. So when we're adding mixed numbers, things are going to be a little bit different. We're going to do an approach where we add the fractions and the whole numbers separately. So when I give you the next problem, you're going to think about adding the 2 and the 1 separately from 2/3 and 5/6. Let's try one. So our diagram's changed a little bit. Instead of having 4 boxes, we now have 6 boxes. So just like normal, we're going to write the problem, and just like normal, we're going to find the least common denominator. So our denominators are 7 and 7. Since those are already the same, we can skip the step of finding the least common denominator. We can also skip the step of rewriting the problem because we already have common denominators. And in this box, we're going to add the fractions as normal. So 5/7 plus 3/7 is 8/7. So we added our fraction. Now we're going to simplify. 8/7 is an improper fraction, so we need to change that to a mixed number. So 8 divided by 7 is going to be 1 and 1/7. Okay, so now here's a new box. It says add the whole numbers. So we're going to go through and find all the whole numbers in this problem. We have a 2. We have a 4. And now after we've simplified over here, we have a 1. So 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 7. And now to get our final answer, we're going to combine the whole number, 7, with the fraction, 1/7. So our final answer is 7 and 1/7. On this next one, we do not have common denominators. So we're going to go through and we've written out the problem already. Now we're going to find the LCD. So our denominator is 4 and our denominator here is 5. So we set up our numbers. I like to count by the bigger number, 5, 10, 15, 20. I know that 4 goes into 20, so our least common denominator is going to be 20. Let's rewrite our fractions. Originally we had 1/4 and 3/5. We want both of those to get to 20 on the bottom, just like we've practiced in previous videos. So to get to 20, I'm going to have to multiply by 5 in the denominator and the numerator. And to get to 20 down here, I'm going to have to multiply by 4 in the denominator and the numerator. So here's our two new fractions. Let's add and simplify them over here. So 5/20 plus 12/20. Denominator always stays the same. And our numerator, 5 plus 12 is 17. This is already simplified. We can't reduce it. We can't change it to a mixed number, so that's done. Now let's go through and find all of our whole numbers. We have a 3, we have a 2, and that's it because this does not need to be changed into a mixed number. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Now let's put everything together. Our final answer is going to be 5 and 17/20. All right, here's another problem. 4 and 3/4 plus 1 and 5/6. Let's look at our denominators. 4 and 6, those are not common, so let's find the LCD. I'm going to count by 6's. Right away when I get to 12, I know that 4 is going to go into 12. So our least common denominator is 12. Let's rewrite our fractions. Originally we had 3/4 and 5/6. We want those to get to 12 as our new denominators. 4 times 3, and down here it's going to be 6 times 2. So our new fractions, when we rewrite them over here, are going to be 9/12 plus 10/12. 9 plus 10 is 19, and our denominator stays the same. This is an improper fraction, so we do need to simplify and make it a mixed number. So 19 divided by 12. We can take one group of 12 out, and there's going to be 7 left out of 12. Okay, let's go to this square where we're going to add all of our whole numbers. So looking through our problem, we have a 4 plus a 1 plus, in our simplified version over here, we have another 1. 4 plus 1 is 6. So let's combine what we've got. 6 and 7/12. And that's our final answer, all simplified and perfect. Last example today. The problem is 6 and 3/5 plus 4 and 5/6. We do not have common denominators, so we're going to have to go find the LCD. I'm going to count by 6s, 6, 12, 18, 24. 5 can't go into any of those, but now when I get to 30, I know that 5 can go under 30. So 30 is our LCD. Let's write out our original fractions. We want to get them to that 30. Set that up. 5 times 6 is 30. So our new fraction here is 18/30. 6 times 5 is 30. So our new fraction here is 25/30. Let's move those over and add them. 18/30 plus 25/30. 18 plus 25 is, well, if we don't know that in our head, it's good to just set it up quickly. 8 plus 5 is 13. 2, 3, 4. So we've got 43 in the numerator, and our denominator stays the same. Right away, we can see this is an improper fraction we need to simplify. 43 divided by 30. We can take out one group of 30 with 13 left over 30. Okay, let's add the whole numbers. We've got 6, we've got a 4, and we've got a 1. 6 plus 4 plus 1 is 11. And let's combine what we've got. 11 and 13/30.